record sound to you?
Sounds good. I don't really care about that as much as I care about just the mentality I play with and the presence that I bring on the golf course. But it's a cherry on top, that's for sure.
What was the mentality you had today?
Just a little more confident. It's kind of been a long semester, and I haven't had the most confidence, but I just brought a presence. I think I'm one of the best players here, so just really believing that deep down, and then enjoying myself out there.
Was there any nice home field advantage getting to play on Atkins?
Oh, absolutely. You don't feel it. You don't really know it out there, but when you play with some guys and they hit some spots, and you're like, oh, that's a bad spot over there. But you don't really feel it. The score kind of just happens, but the fans is definitely the coolest part.
What do you think went right with all your chipping and that led to a bunch of one putts? What went into that?
Just being an athlete. That's kind of who I am as a player. I'm an athlete, and I've kind of been a little nervous wreck around the greens this semester, but it's just loosen up and be the athlete that I am, and that's kind of all it was today.
Was it unique at all to have more fans? I mean, was that an adjustment?
I've played in front of more, so it's not really, but it was cool that they're all cheering for you. So it's a cooler vibe. It's a cooler vibe. It brings the energy, and it'll be even more fun the next few days.
I asked you about a couple shots on the pitch there. On 5, you came over to save par, and then on 6, you went over the hard path. What went into hitting those right? And was it
golf is hard. Right on 6 is where you want to be, and left on 5, I could still get up and down. So they were the strong sides of the hole. They were way the strong side, but they still gave me opportunities to get up and down, and like I said, my chipping was very solid today, so it was never a worry, really.
There was a putter when I asked you on 12, very much on the fringe of the green. What went right on that? What'd you see?
I mean, from a fan perspective, it maybe looks like I, hit a perfect putt, and I meant to do that, but once it comes off the face, you don't know what's, So I just hit as good as putt as I could, and it ended up in the bottom of the hole, and just trying to be an athlete around the greens. That's it.
What's the post-round routine between today and tomorrow?
I'm pretty tired. I hit a few balls, maybe putt a little bit, but it's all in my mind right now. I could not practice at all and be fine tomorrow. It's just bringing a presence and enjoying myself and being an athlete.
Jackson, you told us Friday you wanted to find your freshman or sophomore self. Did you find some stuff out there today?
It definitely it felt a little bit. That wasn't my thought out there, but he was just when I was younger, it felt like I played with more freedom. So it's just that's kind of what I meant by that, and definitely I play with more freedom. So I'd say
As a team today, you guys might go into first place tomorrow with 2 days left, top 5 make the NCAA tournament. What was kind of like the post-game talk with Coach Small? What's he telling you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody understands how much golf is left. Team in last can still get to the national championship, so it really doesn't matter at all where you are. It's nice to start out ahead, but it's harder to play out ahead. So it's just starting like you're in 0-0 and bringing the presence tomorrow.
Do you keep up with any of your teammates, or does anyone give you updates on how you guys are doing as a team?
No, I don't look at the leaderboard at all. You can kind of tell. Max likes to look at the leaderboard, so he usually knows. Voice usually knows. But I don't ever look, really, honestly. If I do, there's a problem.
When did you find out that you guys had the team lead?
When I finished. So.
Did that rain change the course any?
It doesn't make it easier when it's raining. After it does a little bit, softens it up, but when it's raining, the ball doesn't spin as much around the greens, and so it makes it a little trickier, and nobody likes playing wet. So add a little character to the day, that's for sure.
You mentioned seeing some guys that didn't know the course wind up in the bad spots. It seemed like you just staying out of trouble. Is that as much scoring low as anything?
Yeah, I was left on 5, which was fine, and right on 6, which was fine. They look like terrible golf shots, but those really aren't even that bad of spots. But you could hit a great shot on 5, be right, and not get up and down. So it's subconsciously the course, so it's like you don't really look too much into it while you're playing. You try to treat it as like you've never seen it before, but there's just little things that that other guys don't.
I hope this isn't stupid, but being in that 3rd spot, like I know you talked about being behind Tommy. Did that do anything to kind of?
Oh, no, I've kind of been there a few times this semester, so it felt normal at this point. But I don't mind. I don't care where I am. 5'1". I'm gonna go play golf. So.
Do you think you had that chip on 7?
What was 7? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought it was short, but it kept going. The greens are fast, way faster than usual. So it got there and right on line. I thought I was gonna drop there at the end, but it was solid.
With your chipping and putting, did you find something over the last couple weeks, or is that just happen?
No, that's who I am. I'm that good of a chipper. I just have to really bring it out of me. You know, It's easy to get in the way of yourself, and my mindset was just be an athlete. At golf, it's easy to kind of curl into a ball and kind of be unathletic. So my goal was just to, be an athlete, kind of pretend you're playing basketball in a way, and it worked.
So can you explain the basketball analogy?
Yeah, I'm an athlete. I hoop. I play baseball. I'm not like a golfer. So I'm really trying to bring that out, and I think I've been holding it back a little bit. So it's just a belief thing, I think.
Did you know the putt on 18 was for course record?
Yeah. I usually know stuff like that. I'm too much of a golf savant to not know what my score is and all that. So.
Did Ryan have anything to say about you breaking his record?
He said his round was better, so we'll have to chat about that. But he's just picking on me. But he was proud. Yeah, I mean his round was more impressive, but in that rain and that cold. But yeah, 2 great rounds, and now I have it. So.